Well, I just showed you my little collage book, but it's been a long time since I've shown you my glue book. This is a very thick book. It has six signatures, and I made it about 2 years ago. And I glue in it sporadically, but it's gotten pretty thick and quite heavy too. And I really have to stretch this hair tie to get it around it. And there's still a lot of filling in to do, so I'll probably have to put a different kind of elastic on it before all is said and done. So it's very thick, as I said, and I've shown some of the pages before. I know I've shown this page before. So I'll just flip through, and if there's something new, I will point it out. Now, some of these pages I've added to since I showed it before. I have some vintage magazine pieces. I have scrapbook paper pieces. I have just junk. This is packaging from tissue paper, a paint chip, and clothing tag. I have cutouts from magazines and books, all kinds of stuff in here. We were getting ready to move. We were purchasing this house, getting ready to move when I made this book. And a lot has changed since then. I don't journal in it a lot. I know I did some journaling here because of the big changes, the move, buying the house and moving, and then my husband passing away suddenly, and I journaled about that a little bit in here. But mostly it's just a glue book, just for fun. Sometimes I have a bunch of pieces on my table here left over from a project, and I don't feel like sorting and putting away, so I get my glue book out and stick them in here. This one I built up over time. Just gradually I kept finding pieces to add to it. So this one was a fun page. This is funny. It's from a vintage magazine. What are your personal needs? In looking forward to marriage, every girl hopes that her personality, needs, and wishes will be satisfied by the man she loves. His ability to do this has much to do with your future happiness. Ask yourself if the man you have chosen makes you feel important, relieves your loneliness and makes you feel secure, kindles your ambition and inspires you, etc. Interesting. These are from National Geographic. I just find it therapeutic to spend some time with music on. It's one of my favorite spreads right here. Just quietly gluing things in my book. Images that I like. This is where I journaled about my husband's passing. It's been just a year now, and I'm still struggling with it, of course. I just glued these little girls on. This was an example of some things being on my table, just wanting to get things put away, so I just glued them on. They're little Kate Greenaway girls. And in here, I love all the shoes on there. And inside is a little booklet that I made, and I also use that as a little glue book. I think I don't know if I've shown all of this before. Seven Gypsies packaging in there, in my little McDonald's fry box. I cut this out of a magazine. Lipsticks arranged in the shape of a heart. So I know this is a new page I just did. This is cut from Trader Joe's flyer. I did a patriotic journal a while back, and these were left over, so I stuck them in. This is a paper doll thing that I had printed from the internet. This came off a package in the mail. I just did this page. Maybe I had her on this Klimt painting. I don't remember. But I know I just glued her in last week. There's a lot I can do here. I can either journal on this or just add a lot more pictures. So I just cut images out of magazines that I like. And I have a place to keep them. This one has a Whistler painting called Symphony in White No. 2, the little white girl. So I added some other white images and wrote Symphony in White 2017. Now we're getting to where the book is less full. In here, in this side of the pocket, I put this, this was packaging from Tim Holtz, the tickets. So I left the little flaps on the top and then just added some little cards and things in ascending sizes. And then just glued that to the back. She's a gorgeous lady from a vintage magazine. Postcard. The covers of each of the signatures were made from shopping bags or gift bags. This was a gift bag with a Kate Greenaway illustration on it. Hardy Boys dust jacket from the book. So as you see, I still have lots of room to add stuff. The book's going to get even fatter. I just added her in. This came in the mail. I did some stamping of stamps that I don't use very often when I made the book, and many times the stamping gets covered, but sometimes it gets left. This was stuck in here because I was going to glue it down somewhere. Haven't done it yet. Here's a piece of vellum from a greeting card that my daughter had given me, wishful thoughts in your direction. This is from a watermelon. A sticker off the watermelon. The book itself was just fun to make with all this just random stuff stuck in. As you can see, I didn't want to stop because I had to do 6 signatures. This is from a vintage children's book. I don't know if I'll cover this at all. Look at all those chocolate chips. There's another watermelon sticker. Ephemeris Vintage Garden Freebie even made it in here. Oops. These are images from Civil War era ladies, and you know, they didn't smile for their pictures back then because they had to sit still for so long and had to keep their faces still. So I just glued this word on here that says laugh. Come on, ladies, lighten up. This was a stamp. This is one I just glued in. This girl with the glasses, and then this hand feeding her something green came from the Trader Joe's flyer, and this is from a guest check. Milano cookies, I love those chocolate-filled Milano cookies. This was an ad in the magazine. And a bunch of pastels. I just thought that was really pretty. So tell me what you think. I know this kind of thing isn't for everybody, but I enjoy it, and just let me know if you do something similar. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.